What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin. Also going to get into a few altcoins as well. Right now, Bitcoin's sitting at $90,500. Really nice move here, guys. We are looking at Bitcoin on the weekly time frame right now. So we have gotten our breakout over top of our previous all-time high of around $74,000. Came on volume. So far, so good. Everything's looking really nice here. We want to continue to have the candle that we are having here into tomorrow's close. It's going to be a really nice, strong candle for us. So far, with all of our indicators, our Chainlink money flows to the positive 0.27, so that's looking good. MACD cross still intact, and we're green on our lazy bear squeeze momentum right here, so no trouble. Everything's looking good as of now. If we get into the technicals for Bitcoin, just to kind of see where we're at here, we always want to start from the largest time frame and work our way down. On the 1 month, we still have a strong buy. On the 1 week, we still have a strong buy, and on the 1 day, we still have a strong buy. So we definitely could still have some retracements, some corrections here, but this potentially could be the move that goes up to test 100,000 after we had been in this consolidation for around 7 months. This was a lot of time spent here, guys. It was coiling up for a long time, so it's really nice to see this break. Everything so far is looking good for Bitcoin. Like we talked about, we can cool down a little bit, especially on the daily time frame, but so far on the weekly time frame here, the longer picture, everything is looking good for Bitcoin. If anything, maybe we can have Bitcoin go sideways for a little bit while even more of the altcoins play catch up. So that's going to be Bitcoin. The next one we're going to take a look at is Ethereum. So for ETH, right here, guys, much different weekly candle for Ethereum so far. Now, we haven't closed for the week, so we're going to have to see where we're at. We had a really nice bullish engulfing candle coming off our 200 simple moving average in white, and so far we still are up above our 20, our 50, and our 200 on the weekly here. So this was such an explosive move, this bullish engulfing candle, that it just set us up nicely here. And Ethereum can take this break, it can take this breather before it tries to go up and push to some higher levels. So right now we would need to get back up above 3,463, then be up to around $3,500, then back to our local top at around $4,100. Right now, Chainlink money flow is at a 0.04, so we still are positive there, but not nearly as high as Bitcoin like we were just looking at. MACD, we have got our cross to the positive. It did not come above the zero line, but still a nice cross there, and we have not fired to the green yet. So you can see just how Bitcoin is still ahead of Ethereum and how we look for that money rotation from Bitcoin into Ethereum, then into some of the larger caps, then how it just works its way down. So far, we're still at the stage of Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance still looking pretty good here at 60.23%, and I want to do a video on that down the road as well. So that's what we got to do for Ethereum. I would like to see us hold roughly about $2,800 if we do go and back test that area. Next one we're going to take a look at is Cardano. So Cardano on the weekly, right now we're sitting around 74 cents. We really need to get up above this 200-week simple moving average, and this is going to be in white. Guys, 1 second. I got an alarm going off here. Sorry about that. I'm doing some cooking as well right now, so we need to get up above this 200-week simple moving average, and that's going to be around 75.5 cents. And this is a big area. This is where we failed before. So if we can break through this, most likely we potentially could get a run here up to $1.25 would be the next area that I would be looking at for Cardano. If we can really get through this area, it doesn't mean we have to do it now, but we've had a lot of volume coming in. Our trading volume for the last 24 hours is at 5.38 billion, so that's really nice. We just want to see if we can keep this momentum going. Chainlink money flows at a positive 0.23. We've had our MACD cross, and we have firing green here on our lazy bear squeeze momentum. So for Cardano here, guys, that's the main thing we need to do, is just get over that area. That's a big area for us, and I would say we also need to hold this higher low at about 52 cents. I know it's a wide range here, but that's what we're going to need to look at, just to give you a little more detail there. Going back to the weekly, right there, guys, stepping back, you can see when these moves come in, they're really sharp and aggressive, just like back in here. And this potentially could be the start. Definitely could get some retracement, but this is a nice impulse wave coming in, and what we've been waiting for a while. So that's going to be Cardano. The next one we're going to look at, let's go Dogecoin. Dogecoin sitting at 36 cents. Dogecoin challenging this previous resistance here, and this can be at 35 cents. So this is a big area for us here. Dogecoin may need to cool down just a little bit, maybe have a nice retracement, set a high or low, and then make a push to go up and challenge the previous all-time high. But so far, so good for Dogecoin. Chainlink money flows at a 0.21, looking good. Our MACD, we've had our cross, then we were firing there on the lazy bear squeeze momentum. It's going to be Doge. Just trying to get as many as I can in quickly for us. Link, also struggling with this 200 week simple moving average, which is going to be in white. Need to get up above that, and it's going to be at $14.95. If we can clear that, then we're going to see if we can go up and challenge $18.52. And guys, typically what I've noticed just in the last 7 years, horizontal support and resistance, that's what matters the most. You can have trend lines and breaks and this and that, but really just looking at those big overhead resistance areas and those big support areas is really going to help you the most. Main support that we need to hold, we're going to say about $12.78 as of now. Chainlink money flow, we're at a positive 0.10. MACD, we have got our cross not coming above the zero line, but we are starting to trigger here green on our lazy bear squeeze. I do not believe we have confirmed that yet. Should be tomorrow. Next one's going to be Litecoin. Litecoin's made a nice move here recently. Still need to get up above this 200, and this is the theme for a lot of the altcoins here. We need to get up above this 200-week simple moving average. This one's going to be at 105. If we can get up above 105, we're challenged this big horizontal resistance at 115. And that there, guys, if we can get up above that, that's when the fun starts, because we dropped so far back over here and so quickly. Many times it gets made up on the backside, just like with Ethereum when we were looking at this. So here, we dropped really hard and fast. We've made it up on the backside. Just something to keep an eye on. Here we go. So when we're looking at this, just watching for those big horizontal breaks and seeing if they come on heavier volume. And so far, Litecoin this week has had some really nice volume there. Chainlink money flow looking really nice and strong, 0.24. MACD, we have had our cross. And then we were triggering on our lazy bear on the weekly time frame. So looking pretty good there. Just really need to tackle this big overhead resistance. Next one, we're going to go to Solana. So for Sol, we need to get over this local high that we were dealing with around the 210 area. We need a weekly candle close up above that on this heavier volume. So that's looking good. Still would like to see some more volume. Next stop, if we can get that close, we'd be looking up to around $260, which is our previous all-time high. And many times when you do get up to that all-time high, you can mess around a little bit here, guys, have retracements. But once it does go, many times, and not a guarantee, you can go like 100% really fast, really quick. So just something you're keeping an eye on. Anything that's breaking previous all-time highs, many times it's going to be strong. It's just going to want to keep going. We saw that in gold. Had a lot of fake outs here, and then once it finally broke out, it really had a nice move. Same with Bitcoin through that $74,000. So just watching it for Solana as well. Lazy bear squeeze still in the green. We had our MACD cross above the zero line, looking good. Our Chainlink money flow is at 0.20. Everything looking nice there. So no problems. Let's go to XRP, which has been a big standout. Look at these moves, guys. Lull you to sleep all this time, and then boom, just out of nowhere. And that's why this space, it's really, you can't trade it. I've talked about this. I think position trading is going to be the best way to go. Just holding a little bit longer term. Not hodling, but holding a little bit longer term so you can really experience these moves when they do come in. Because they come in out of nowhere, and if you're not in a position, then you can't really catch them. And then you're chasing, and you don't want to do that. So you kind of have to prepare beforehand for many of these. So Chainlink money flow, it's a positive 0.05. MACD, we did get our cross. Everything's good on the lazy bear. No problems there. We're going to see if we can get back up through around $1.30 and then be up to the local high. And that'd be at about $2. And like we said, this happens really fast when it does come in. So just keep an eye on everything as it's moving. And anything that goes straight up really fast, guys, many times is going to correct and come back down fairly quickly. So just be aware of that. Next one, we want to take a look at SUI. And then here's another great example. When you break through, Right here we broke through. There's the fake out, the back test, and then ran hard. And this here is also in the blue sky breakouts. We're at $3.74. Everything's looking good there. Volume's looking great. Trading volume's at about 2 billion. No problem there. And as you can see, Chain and money flow's good. MACD's good. And our lazy bear is good right now. We're just going to have to see what happens with that. Obviously, can be some cooling down periods, but overall, looking really good. Seeing if we can go up and challenge $4. See if there's any other ones I want to get into with you here. Guys, let's go for AVAX. So on AVAX, breaking out of this triangle, we broke out, nice candle, came on heavier volume. So no problems there. Looking up to previous resistance, which is going to be about $38. Then we look up to that big round number of about $40 to $42. Then same thing here, how we had this big fast drop many times. We can make it up on the backside here, and this can get moving. If Bitcoin can go sideways a little bit, maybe get back up to that $65. But we need to hold these areas. We're going to look at about $30 for support, then it'd be down to around that 22. Chain and money flows at a positive 0.12. MACD have our cross still, no problem there, and our lazy bear squeeze looking good. So that's what I'm going to be able to get into tonight, guys. God bless each and every one of you. Take care, my friends.